This is your last chance. If you talk, your life will be spared.
I have nothing to say to you. Just get on with it.
Very well. Would you like a blindfold?
Certainly not. I am not one to shy away from death, especially my own.
As you wish.
Well, not the luckiest of incarnations to be sure. I was only just starting to like myself. Oh well, at least that young girl is safe. If I regenerate, I'll have to try and hold it off until I'm buried. Find my way back to the TARDIS. Oh, I do hope I remember where I was with my repairs. If I do regenerate, 5 bullets at point-blank range. Oh, not the best of odds, my dear fellow. I've had a good life, to be sure. A few loose ends here and there, but then there always would have been, wouldn't there? A few more places I could have visited. A nice retirement wouldn't have gone amiss either. Oh, who am I fooling? Clear your mind, Doctor. All over in a minute.
I put it on a 10-second fuse. That should blow these doors wide open. Get back, Private.
Finally got that door unlocked. Now which way did he go?
What the? Get back, lady! It's gonna blow!
Squad, get ready! Take aim! 3, 2, 1, fire! Mortars! Everybody, get down!
What? Oh, dear me. This game these boys play is far too serious.
Stop him! Stop him! He's getting away! Ah!
Major, he's been hit.
What happened?
Lady? Lady, you alright? Where is she?
What do you think you're playing at? You could have killed me!
Sir, there's not a scratch on it. Look at this. It didn't even chip the paint.
What was that? You could have blown my head off!
Calm down, lady.
Calm down! You could have killed me!
Listen, Toots. I don't know who you are, but we were just trying to find out what was in that thing. Last thing we expected was some dame to poke her head out.
Toots? Toots? Wait a minute. Your uniforms, they're... Of course. You're American, hence the accents. So this is... America?
America? We wish.
You trying to tell me you don't know what country you're in?
All right. I understand it's a stupid question, but just humor me. Where are we? Because if this isn't America and you're soldiers, and it's freezing, woods, then this is...
You're in Belgium, lady.
Belgium. Right. Oh no.
Yeah, well, we don't like it either. Now, who are you and what are you doing in this thing?
And what's it made of?
Belgium. World War II. Battle of the Bulge. Doctor!
Battle of the what?
Doctor!
Calm down, lady. You hurt?
The doctor's out there somewhere. We have to find him.
Hold still, old chap.
The prisoner! Keep back! Ah!
I'm just applying a tourniquet to your wounds. You've taken a rather large piece of shrapnel to your left leg, I'm afraid to say. I wouldn't try to move it. Hold still.
Ah!
That will serve for now. You there!
Major Herman, he's wounded?
Quickly, man! There must be a medical officer of some description nearby. Hurry up! There's a good chap.
Yes, sir. I mean, I'll be right back.
Private,
Sir?
the mortar teams. Order a full barrage on the American positions. Ah!
Sir,
You there! Check and see that no one else is wounded. And find someone to guard me, won't you? I'm an escaped prisoner! What kind of army are you people running?
Look at them!
I could see them, kid. Wait until they get closer.
But that's Desla over there. Look!
DeSola's dead. We saw it happen.
But that's him!
It can't be. Whatever that thing is, it isn't him. How many rounds have you got?
Not many. Not enough.
I've got a full clip. Run back to the lieutenant. I'll hold him off as long as I can.
There's too many of them.
Just go! Wait! Incoming!
That was our line.
Could be the crowd softening us up before an attack. It's not safe here. Let's go back. You're coming with us, lady.
I don't think so.
Hey, stop!
Oh no, I'm locked out! Doctor, I can't get back in!
You were just in there. You don't have a key?
The doctor has it, but you don't understand. I'm not supposed to be here.
So, what are you, a nurse? What's your name?
Robbie Peterson.
And this, doctor? Who's he? Who are you with?
We're not... We're with the British, okay? My friend and I were supposed to go to Paris, but we got lost.
Lost? I'll say.
Exactly. But he could be back any minute, so if you'll just let me stay here and wait for him, you'd be doing us a great service.
Well, I sympathize, lady, but you're still coming back with us.
You have to believe me.
I'm not saying I don't, but I've only got your word for it. For all I know, you're a German spy. I can't take that risk.
What are you going to do if I refuse? Shoot me?
If I have to, yes. Ma'am, you're locked out of this, whatever it is. You're not safe here. A German patrol could come by at any minute, and in a couple of hours it'll be dark. You know how cold it gets out here? You could freeze to death. And who knows? If your friend is still alive, he's bound to have been found by someone by now. And if he's lucky, he's already back at our lines. Now, come on!
Evacuate Major Herman back to Norville. They will be able to see to his wounds there.
Yes, sir.
You're going to be fine, Major. And as for you...
Yes, young man. What about me?
You had the chance to escape, yet you stayed and saved the Major's life. Do not think that this has bought you your freedom, old man. Why would you risk your own life to save that of an enemy?
If you have to ask that question, any answer I could give would be lost on you.
You will also be taken to Norville, but I am thinking Major Herman will be in better shape than you by this time tomorrow. Our interrogators there will be able to find out the truth about you. The information an Allied spy could give us at this stage will be vital. Put him in the truck.
See?
This is from the mortar attack before?
But look at him. It's DeSola. That one over by the tree is Corian.
Kraut stole the uniforms.
Look at the dog tag.
It can't be.
But it is.
They must have moved his body here. They're playing with our minds, Private.
Lieutenant, I saw DeSola die. A sniper caught him in the head. I saw his body.
I saw it too.
But look at him. His face doesn't have a mark on it. The shell tore up his legs, but until then, I swear on my mother, he was walking straight toward me and Huntley.
Who else have you told about this?
No one. I came straight to you.
Good. I don't know what's going on here, but we don't want to start a panic amongst the men. Get Huntley and make sure no one else finds out about this. Bury all these bodies.
Even the Krauts?
All of them. Private?
Sir?
Shoot them all in the head before you bury them. Make sure they don't get up again.
So where are you from, Sergeant?
Brooklyn. You ever been?
Only on holiday. Vacation.
You went all the way to New York for a vacation? Wish I had that kind of dough. Wait up. Up there, see?
I see.
Hold your fire. It's one of our guys.
I don't think he heard.
Who is that anyway?
It's that replacement from Dylan's squad. Dixon or something.
They recruiting deaf people now?
Look at the way he's walking. Looks like he's in bad shape.
He might need help. Let's go see how he is. We could sure use your help, ma'am.
Me?
You're a nurse, aren't you?
Hey, Dixon! It's us! Turn around.
He might be in shock. Excuse me.
Hey, get off her! What are you doing? Leave her alone!
Ah!
No!
Charlie!
Oh no!
Charlie.
He killed him! Why?
We'll never know. He's dead. I killed him. You know what they do to guys like me?
You were acting in self-defense.
I could have just knocked him out. Stupid! Couldn't help myself.
You saved both our lives. He'd gone insane. It wasn't your fault. I'll explain what happened. He was attacking all three of us. You had no choice.
Maybe that's what this war is going to do to all of us.
So, you are a doctor too?
Of sorts, yes.
Your papers were in the name of a Dr. John Smith, but from the way you stopped my bleeding, I would hazard a guess that you have had medical training yourself.
Oh, not from around these parts. But all human beings are the same underneath, however much you might believe otherwise.
Then you know, don't you? My wounds are mortal. I am dying. I have only a few hours.
Oh, rot.
I've seen death many times. I fought in the Great War, in the trenches. I have seen enough men die to know my time is short. I always wondered how I would feel when it was my turn. I'm not scared. That is what surprises me. I suppose that is what I was most afraid of. Not the dying itself, but the thought that I would face it like a sniveling baby. The worst thing I have ever seen. A grown man I admired, always brave and so strong, crying for his mother when he knew there was no hope of him surviving his wounds. I am proud to discover I am not like him. There's no point in waiting for it any longer. Take my Luger from my jacket. Finish it.
I certainly will not.
I would do it myself if I had the strength. Or are you afraid to take a man's life? Or are you afraid of the consequences? We are both dead men after all. When you arrive in Norville, they will get as much information out of you as they can and then execute you. What do you have to lose?
My dear fellow, the consequences are irrelevant. Don't understand what you're asking of me.
I know how easy it is. Do you know how many lives I have taken in this war and the last? It is as easy as breathing.
When you've been brainwashed into thinking that any life, even your own, is meaningless, then maybe yes. But that's something you have to be taught. They drill it into you, these people that play games, that use others to fight their battles for them. They convince you you have no choice, otherwise you will be of no use to them. You are just a pawn in their game, and I will have no part of it. Do you hear me? I refuse to stoop down to that level. We are all better than that. How can taking a life ever be called easy? It is all we have, all any of us will ever have, and it is worth fighting for, every inch of it.
What part of my existence is worth fighting for? I have done my duty, but now my life is over and I am ready for the end. I can see through your feeble protest. You are a coward, sir. That's all there is to it. What's happening? Are we there?
No, we've just stopped.
Are you certain it was Private Dixon that attacked you?
Yes, sir. I can't think what came over him, sir. I swear, I've never seen anything like it. I didn't have a choice.
Looks like it's happening everywhere, Private.
Yes, sir.
Relax, Sergeant. You didn't kill anyone.
Sir, I don't want this brushed away. I couldn't live with myself. I'll face the music.
I'm not talking about covering it up. I'm saying Private Dixon was already dead when you saw him.
Sir?
We lost him on patrol this afternoon when we ran into an MG nest. I saw him die. Private Lowry?
Yes, sir?
Get someone to help you fetch the bodies. Put them with the rest.
Sir.
I don't think I understand, sir.
This stays between us, Sergeant. Don't tell nobody what I'm about to tell you. We recovered some bodies from the West Line 2 hours ago. They got caught when the Krauts shelled us. A mix of Krauts and ours. Only difference is, they were the guys we had to leave behind in Noville. I had the medic look them over. He said they'd been dead for days.
He must have been mistaken.
They were dead, but they walked here anyway. Sergeant, I don't know what's going on, but I do know we have to keep this as quiet as possible. The guys who saw it know, plus the medic, but if word gets out to the rest of the squad or back to the top brass down in the town, they'll be outright panic.
Brass wouldn't believe us. They'd put us in straitjackets.
I had the men bury the bodies, to be sure. You religious, Sergeant?
Catholic, sir.
My father's a preacher. When the Japs bombed Pearl Harbor, he said this was the beginning of the end. Judgment Day. Maybe he was right. So, Ms. Peterson, is it? I'm Lieutenant Williams.
Look, about what happened. Sergeant Finnegan saved my life.
Never mind about that. What's your story?
I arrived here with a man. He calls himself the Doctor. We have to find him. He's out there somewhere.
You're with the British?
That's right.
What kind of doctor is this friend of yours?
It's top secret. Sorry, I can't tell you.
Need to know, huh? Well, listen, lady. We definitely do need to know. Right now, all we've got is your word we're even on the same side. I don't suppose you've got any proof?
No. We lost our papers when we landed.
You were dropped in?
That's right.
You know we're surrounded, right? I don't know what help you think you can be to us, but right now, you're technically our prisoner until we can find some sort of credentials for you.
We just need to find the Doctor.
This doctor, what does he look like?
He's in his 60s, slim. No, wait, he isn't. He's older than that. In his 80s at least. White hair and beard. Dressed up in fancies.
I see. I think. Well, I'll pass it along to our guys. If we see him, we'll bring him in. There'll be a guard outside this tent. You want anything? Food? Water? Just ask. We don't have much, but we do the best we can. Just take it easy. Something not right about that girl.
No, sir.
You think she's telling the truth?
Not completely, but I don't think she's dangerous. When we found her, she was confused.
Stay here and keep an eye on her, Sergeant. I don't buy her story, not one bit.
Shall I tell my men to look for this old guy of hers?
We've got bigger worries than an old man that might not even exist.
How are you feeling, sir?
I'm fine. Fire be delayed.
Sir, the engine won't start. Private Kinski is on his way back to the base now. I'm sorry, Major.
Send a man all the way back on foot, in this weather.
We tried the radio, but it wouldn't work. No signal. And you can be silent. Do not forget, you are still a prisoner.
Can't see.
Not working, young man. Then what's that?
That is all I can get. Something from the Americans. The same gibberish, over and over. Nonsense.
I think I might be. No. It can't be.
Nonsense? Let me look at this radio, my good sir.
Don't move. Stay where you are.
But that isn't a normal radio transmission.
It is not my job to decipher the Allied codes.
Allied codes? What kind of code do you call that?
I told you to be silent.
Fine then. I will be silent. Don't listen to the man who can tell you why your vehicle has stopped working the moment your radio goes on the blink. I can tell when my opinion isn't wanted.
Lieutenant.
How are your men, Sergeant?
Cold and hungry, sir. But they're alert. Watching the tree lines for any movement. Gonna be a long night.
Can we even tell them what they're looking for?
We don't know anything for sure, Private.
But what if it happens again? Ain't just Germans we gotta worry about now. And if the men fall, who's to say they won't just get back up again and come at us here?
We can only handle so much bad news, Private. Cause a panic and our whole perimeter could fall into disarray. If the Krauts attacked us now in force, we could be finished anyway, even without the men scared stiff.
All due respect, sir, I think the men already know something isn't right. We've got half a dozen guys guarding a bunch of Kraut graves, and they don't even know why. Wouldn't it be best to level with them? We handled it well enough.
It's my decision, Sergeant. The lid stays on this. That's final.
Lieutenant.
Miss Peterson, I told you to stay put inside that tent. It's not safe out here.
There's something happening to the radio. I think you should see.
Radio's been dead all day.
I think it's working again.
It is?
But something's not right. There's this weird voice. Lieutenant, wait.
Where am I?
I told you. It's that voice. The same thing over and over.
Come on!
It's on every wavelength. That's one of ours. It must be.
I can't see. Mother?
That
Mother, where are
voice.
you? I'm scared.
You think somebody's screwing around?
Didn't think it would be like
I
this.
know that voice, but it can't be.
Who is it?
Sergeant, that's Private Dixon's voice. I'd swear on my grave.
It can't be him.
Dixon? But wasn't he the man who attacked us?
Yes.
But I saw him die.
No, you didn't.
Sergeant?
Private Dixon was dead when he attacked us. He got killed this morning.
She doesn't need to hear any of this, Sergeant.
Lieutenant, we can't keep this a secret any longer. I'm sorry, sir.
Keep what a secret?
People are coming back.
What people?
Everyone. Krauts, us, everyone.
Stop talking, Sergeant Finnegan. That's an order.
Lieutenant, I don't know what's going on, but maybe we can help.
We?
My friend, the doctor, he knows things. Sometimes I think he knows everything. Believe me, if there's something going on here, he'll be able to help. If we ever find him. Trust me.
Miss Peterson, right now I've got a problem, and I honestly don't know what to do about it. The dead don't stay dead here anymore. Private Dixon got killed in my patrol, and an hour later he killed another one of my men. We pulled a dozen bodies from an attack this morning, and some of them were men we lost days ago. Now tell me, can your friend stop the dead rising from the grave?
Scared. I don't want to be. They didn't say it was going to be like this. They said I would come home. I want to go home.
Wretched thing. Kinski? Kinski, is that you?
Freeze! Don't move. We've got you surrounded. Get out of the cab slow, you understand me? Schnell!
I understand.
Keep your hands up. What's have you got in the back, Kraut? Walk this way. This is a medical truck, right? Medicine? You there, hands up. Step out of the truck. Schnell!
Only too gladly. But my friend here is injured. I'm afraid he won't be able to comply for the time being.
You're not a Kraut. Where are you from?
From? I was just sitting here in the back of this vehicle.
What have you got back there? Hannigan, Blondetto, take a look, will you?
My dear sir, this man here is seriously wounded. Surely you can see that. He needs urgent medical attention.
He's a Kraut. He can die here for all I care. We need what this truck is carrying. We caught one of them walking through our line. Said he was with the medical truck that broke down. Guess he wasn't lying.
Ah, that would be Private Ginsky, I presume.
Don't know his name. Don't matter now anyway. He's dead. He refused to lead us here.
You shot him?
What do you think we did? Give him tea and crumpets?
Sometimes I wonder if this planet is worth the trouble I go to. You had no right. He was a perfectly valuable human being.
He was a Kraut. Nothing valuable or human about him.
His name was Kinski, Private. I don't want you to ever forget his name. Now tell me, when you killed him, did he come back?
Excuse me?
When you killed him, you made sure, yes?
We made sure, yes. I mean, what are you talking about? What do you know? Tell me.
As I thought. The radio, the engine, the low-level field, but not enough for instant effect. Not yet. But you've seen something, haven't you? I could see it in your eyes when I asked if he'd come back. You know what I'm talking about.
Look, Mac, you'd better start telling me what you know. What have you seen?
I might be willing to talk, yes, but not here. I demand to be taken to your commanding officer, and I want this injured man cared for, or you'll get nothing from me, and you're to keep this gentleman alive as well. Private Ernst, was it?
What? Yes.
So, are we agreed?
Hannigan, Blundetto, get this injured Kraut, will ya?
Right now we've got all the bodies buried underground and under guard. It's all we can do, but it seems to be working so far. Ain't seen any of them rise twice, but until we know what's causing this, I don't want to take any chances.
Maybe it's a German secret weapon. Aren't they, always doing experiments like this? Maybe they've got some new type of gas.
If the Krauts have found a way to raise the dead, then I don't know how we're going to stop them. You think we weren't outnumbered enough already? And what's worse is that they've also got it working on our guys too. How do we cope with the thought that if we die in combat, we're just going to come back and attack our own troops?
The doctor will know what to do. At least my doctor would. Now I'm not so sure. I'm not sure of anything anymore.
Lady, I don't understand what you're talking about half the time. This doctor, who is he?
Lieutenant!
Yes, Sergeant?
Patrol that went to check out the medical truck has just arrived back. They say they found a man that knows what we're dealing with.
A Kraut?
No, sir. Don't know where he's from, but he speaks English. Wants to talk to you.
The doctor! It has to be!
Robbie! What are you doing here, child? I left you back at the TARDIS.
It's rather a long story, I'm afraid.
And one that could have been a lot shorter if you'd stayed put. You know what you need. A jolly good smacked bottom.
Doctor!
I left you in the TARDIS to keep you out of danger. And look at us now, surrounded by armed men in one of the bloodiest chapters in the history of your race.
Relax, Doctor. At least we're on the right side.
Right side? Just because we know who won this conflict doesn't mean these men aren't very dangerous. They don't know who we are. They could turn on us at any moment.
So what do you want to do? Go back to the TARDIS?
Ordinarily, I would say yes. History must not be interfered with. But there's something troubling going on here.
That's what I was about to tell you. The lieutenant here says that the dead are coming back to life. But that's impossible, isn't it?
Impossible? Robbie. Oh, no. What on earth are you doing? That man could have been saved.
Who's this?
This is the doctor.
So you're real?
Why did you shoot that man?
Doctor, I don't know if your friend told you, but we've got a little problem here with people being more dangerous dead than alive. You think I'm just going to let a Kraut prisoner die slowly and kill us all in our sleep? I had to make sure.
And how does shooting him now solve that?
I shot him in the head. Then we're going to bury him under 6 feet of ice. No way he's getting back up from that.
Do you think how he died mattered? Let me tell you, young man, what we're dealing with here can't be stopped with bullets. Oh, you can damage the body and stop them moving for a bit, but whatever is causing this will keep bringing them back over and over until we are all dead. Any minute now, this poor gentleman will start walking around, whether you bury him or not.
So burying the bodies isn't a good idea?
Certainly not. Why?
The graves! Quickly, this way! Oh no!
What did I tell you?
We're too late. They're killing them all.
Back to my OP, come on!
I think they're following us.
Private, get as many men as you can find. Tell them we've got an attack coming from within.
I told you weapons are useless against these creatures.
Maybe so, but it'll slow them down at least. Go, Private!
They're getting closer.
Please, somebody make it stop. Not fair. Not fair. We know.
Get behind me, you two. I'll try to keep them back.
But for how long?
Doctor, it's doing something to the radio.
We know you. We know you. We know you. Time Lord.
You are are alive?
Drop the gun, now. Hands in the air.
And I no longer have the fear of death.
There are worse things than that, human.
This problem is bigger than just this petty war. If we don't act quickly, the whole universe could be at stake.
They were moving towards us, but they've stopped.
Mein Gott.
We appear to be surrounded.
I've been expecting one of your kind for so long.
No!